Hello my friends, Boomy here once again with another video for you, my SWTOR brothers and sisters. How's everyone doing today in a galaxy far, far, far? Rest in peace, James. Rest in peace. Away. This is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for all your SWTOR fun, news, guides, and updates right here, right now. Make sure you hit the share button, the bell notification button, and pound that like button. Leave comments, because we'd love that. My friends, we have a bit of an update, a bug update, with a lot of as intended written into the text. Yeah, for 7.5.1b, that is coming our way, well, September 10th, which by the time you're watching this video, is quite literally today. So let's get into it. Let's dive into these notes a little bit and see what's going on with this latest update. So here we go, my friends. We're just going to go through these, and as usual, my friends, we go through it and I give my commentary. Party on. I do this and read these things so you don't have to. Come here for all the news. That's right, being highlighted right now as the cartel market is the missing inspired by items have been restored under the respective inspired by tabs in the cartel market window. And with their gearing progression, I know some people out there have been like, oh my god, why? Additional gearing progression adjustments will go live at 7.5.1b. Instead, read the details there. And Galactic Season 7, the Galactic Season 7 will now end on February the 18th. That's nice. And here's something that some people have been talking about, and I kind of like this idea. Honestly, they should have been Legacy the whole time, and people were wondering when they first announced the DVL event coming back, or at least the bosses, right? The world bosses and that jazz coming back, and to be able to get, you know, the tokens to get your DVL rewards if you haven't already gotten them. I've gotten all mine, so I don't care. But now they're going to be Legacy. They should have always been Legacy. But hey, party on, at least this is happening now. Dark side and light side tokens are now legacy bound, as we just said. The weekly limit to obtain these tokens has been increased to 200 each. However, the inventory cap will remain 100 per legacy. Players who have over 100 dark tokens or over 100 light tokens across their legacy are highly encouraged to spend them in order to continue to earn more for 7.5.1 when that goes live. Now, I want to hear your thoughts on this and want to see your comments in the comment section below about this. What do you think about this change that they're doing? Yes, it's awesome they're going to Legacy, but it is only 200 each per Legacy, and 100 for Dark tokens and 100 for Light tokens. Personally, why can't it just be 200 for Dark side tokens and 200 for Light side tokens? Would that be so hard? Because some people, I mean, I'm sure there's a fair few in the game who play both sides. I myself prefer to play the right side, you know, the dark side of the Force. And with my Sithy poos, that's where I like to say, because there's too much hippy-dippy going on at the light side, and I just don't like them. But, so for me, this wouldn't make sense, right? Like, okay, why can't I just have 200 on this one tune, or this one legacy, and it's primarily all dark side? I can care less about light side. But either way, that's just a little gripe, but let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on all these things right here. As you'll see, as one of the themes in this is a lot of things are being corrected that were not correct in 7.5.1 or 7.5 for that matter. So these are a lot of fixes that are going into the game, and one could argue the team's so busy working out bugs that one could argue should not have been there in the first place. I mean, yeah, some bugs are going to happen. It's a live service game. We need to account for that. We need to show a little bit of grace on that one right there. But sometimes I just kind of feel like whenever they release an update, there's just too many bugs. They're like, oh, this one thing's happening. Well, that was not intended. We intended to do this thing over here. Well, why didn't you test it out some more? Why? Where's your quality assurance? What? Just put on the PTR some more and we will be there all day long. Or PTS. Yeah, the PTS. That's it. But yeah, what's going on with that? I feel like knowing that the team that works on, primarily the team that works on the new contents coming out, is also the same ones who are also fixing the bugs and all that jazz. So this is another reason why we don't get a lot of content and we have a giant space. It's not only because there's not that many people working on it, 40 odd plus, but also a lot of those same people are also working on the things that they bugged out in the first place when they came out with this stuff. It's a revolving cycle, and I think this will be remedied by a lot of different things, but I think right now, for the most part, is to hire more people to help work on the game. That would be my #1 thing at the moment. Clicking the in-game button to enable in-game cartel coin purchases, which is most important for these money people, now directs to the appropriate page on the website. They also corrected a typo for the isolationist Sheev NPC, and sorting conquest objectives by name will now place ZC-198, a patrol next to other ZC-198 objectives as intended. Everyone take a shot every time you hear the word as intended. For our beautiful date nights that everyone loves, I mean, seriously, everyone loves these things. No one hates these things at all. No one wishes these things weren't here. Okay, there's quite a few people that do, but still, you know, they done fixed some stuff. The purebloods, well, their eyes are working now because now they're interested in what Vet has to say. Now, when you use the companion and contacts travel to alert location button for Vet's date night mission, players are now able to walk into Vet's room and trigger the mission as intended. Never fun when you walk in the room, they just give you the cold shoulder. You're like, but you wanted to, fine. For French and our brothers and sisters in Germany, for all 10 of you who are still there playing, they fixed the mouth movements on the player and Vet character models when they speak. They also fixed the flickering texture on the Wampa's arm, and the terminal no longer clips through Vet during the date night cinematic. That's always rude. You're trying to get your groove on with Vet, you know, do the moves and see where this date will take you, and then her arm just clips through everything, and then you just run away scared because what the hell was that? Now, for you cat lovers out there, the Eric Jorgen stuff, players can now enter the Alliance-based phase on Odessin and trigger the date night mission cinematic as intended. Interacting with Eric Jorgen in the open world after triggering the date night cinematic at a first time no longer causes an additional 3-second cinematic to play. Interacting with Eric Jorgen in the open world will now trigger his date night mission cinematic as intended. The SFX during Eric Jorgen's date night mission are no longer missing, and Eric Jorgen's character model on Odessin is now correctly leaning against the pillar as intended. Eric Jorgen's character model on Odessin now wears armor that matches the set equipped by the companion character model. A mission icon is now displayed over Eric Jorgen's character model on Odessin if a player triggers the date night mission and backs out of the cinematic, as intended. Take another shot. Now, when it comes to missions, you have the macabre repeatable missions, clean bill of health, and the twisting of the truth are now repeatable daily instead of weekly. Items needed to complete the Tatooine mission while you're out there now spawn as intended. Players that reset the mission syncing history are now able to rescan totems that they previously interacted with. And we have some Galactic Season fixes as well. The achievement title rewarding the completing Season 7 objective Master has been updated to the greatest as intended. Characters over level 28 can now complete bounty contracts on Hutta and Ord Mantell. Each player in a group now obtains 1 token after defeating the DVL bosses. And the collection description and plate description for the Galactic Season 7 Dangerous Game Unlocked now refers to Season 7, The Greatest Bounty. Clarified that bounty contract Galactic Season objectives do not include Kingpin bounties as they have their own Galactic Season objectives. And retired DVL achievements that are no longer visible are now automatically untracked for players. And the Dark Tidings, or as I like to call it, a night after Taco Bell. The Dark Tidings unlock is now available for purchase from Gillette Nall's inventory. And they also fixed a typo and added a source in the Basilisk prototype customization to plate description as intended. DVL world bosses, the agony ability no longer persists when the boss is defeated. And your Basilisk prototype adventure, the Mechshaw training mission descriptions now indicate that players can also complete heroic missions. And they also added RNG protection to help mitigate the daily area training steps of the venture. And we have a list of items as well where they fix some things in Galactic Seasons and all that jazz. So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of fixes that they are doing here. We have some stuff for operations as well. The proximity rings of VFX for Watchdog's polarity bombs no longer disappear when placed on players. Story and veteran mode weekly missions for R4 Anomaly, but not NIM. Operation can now be shared with group members. The weekly mission for story mode R4 Anomaly can now be completed 4 times per week. Players are no longer able to walk through a gap between 2 walls and foul out of bounds in the empty vault operation. Don't you just hate that? You're just walking in a room and next thing you know, you're dying because you fell through the crack. Ugh, good lord, fire the contractors. And your flashpoints have some fixes as well. Players must now defeat the security cannons, or this is not necessarily a fix. They're just, hey guys, you have to do an extra step. Players must now defeat the security cannons in the Hammer Station flashpoint in order to disengage the bridge in Section 0. And for the events that aren't happening right now, the perfectly ripe vorm fruit needed for the Tatooine culinarian achievement is now clickable as intended. So there you have it, my friends. There are your updates as intended for 7.5.1b as in beta. Those are there. Tell me your thoughts on all this. What are your guys' thoughts specifically? I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the dark versus light with the token changes that they're doing, not only for Legacy, but the caps they're doing on that. Let me know where you guys at. Have you already hit the cap of what, 100? Are you excited about this? Are you not happy about this? Are you indifferent? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What else could they do to improve the experience for this update and for the next update as well? I'm sure we're going to see a 7.5.1c down the road. That might more than likely be a thing as we go through the entire alphabet before we get to 7.6, or 7.5.2. Sky's the limit. We don't know. It could be 5 years from now. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on all these things and just whatever. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that bell notification button for all the times I have videos coming out here. And make sure also check out Rumble. I have videos going up on Rumble as well. And of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button, become part of the family here at Boomy Nation, the Freak Show YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. And as always, my friends, learn to be kind. It's about community, and don't forget to spay and neuter your Wookiees. And we'll see you later, my friends. Good day.